What up, YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sherry. Thank you so much for being here today. Today I am just going to do a chit chat, get ready with me, talk with you guys while I get ready. I'm going to try a new technique, something that I saw Raw Beauty Christy do that I was really intrigued by, and just play with makeup, catch up with you guys. So if you'd like to hang out with your girl while I do my makeup, then please keep watching. Alright guys, in Oklahoma it is humid and balmy and hot. I am in my new beauty room. It is not finished, therefore I still have my backdrop up. You know, it's just going to be one of those things where I work on it and eventually it will all come together, but right now there's parts that have to be moved and I need help, and so therefore the backdrop. But I'm gonna start putting on my makeup. I actually am trying to distract myself because my mom is in surgery right now, and so I'm nervous and I want to hear that everything went okay. She's having a heart ablation today and I can't be there with her right now, so my dad's there and I just need to distract myself. So what better way than to distract yourself with makeup? So I'm just gonna do some skincare. Oh my goodness, you guys, what a weird world we're living in right now, right? Everything seemed to kind of be getting back to normal. Places were starting to open, and such as Starbucks and the gym, the two places that I was most concerned with. And what had happened was, I don't know if it was just our turn for this to come, you know, to fruition in the South, or if it's because people weren't being careful, because everywhere I went there were people that were being careful and there were people that were not, so it's hard to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and, my skin is clean, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my skincare while I'm talking to you. If there's anything that I'm using that you're wanting to know more about, then just drop me a message or comment in the comment section and I'll answer you. My face has been breaking out. I got all these little visitors on my face that I'm not okay with, and it seems to me like it is coming from sunscreen. Every time I put sunscreen on my face, I get bumps, and so it's like, I know it's so important and I'm not gonna not use it, but it's making my face mad. Well, everything is beginning with school. We're getting close to going back to school. Our school, as of now, is going back in person with a whole bunch of safety precautions, of course. I've had so many parents, not necessarily the parents of my students, but people who are parents and people who are fellow teachers that have reached out to me, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I'm nervous, you know, am I the only person who's feeling this way? And I'm like, no, I think everybody's feeling this way. It's just kind of a scary time. It's very uncertain, and being uncertain, I don't like to be uncertain. I don't like to not know what's going to happen, and obviously that's outside of our control. But I really just want things to be, I mean, obviously I want to go back to school. I do not want to do distance learning at all. I mean, I will, obviously I did for a couple months, but I want to be with my kids. And I think that's probably how every teacher feels. But at this point you either trust the science and just, you know, roll with it, or you don't. And I know parents are being given choices and things like that, and I'm glad that that's happening, but I just don't really feel like there's a right answer. I've been having discussions with all my friends. I'm like, I just don't think there's a right answer. It's like, you send your kid back to school and he gets COVID, then you're a bad parent, because why would you send your kid back to school? You don't send your kid back to school and you homeschool them, and maybe you're not the best with academics and your kid falls behind because you're not equipped or prepared, which I think most parents are more equipped and prepared than they give themselves credit for. But you know what happens then you feel guilty for that. So that's not the right answer, you know? So I just feel like there's no right answer. And for me, obviously I'm feeling very nervous about it because I'm at risk with an autoimmune disease. My husband is, you know, type 1 diabetic with lots of health issues, heart and kidney issues, and is on dialysis. So obviously I don't want to expose him to anything. My mom also has many comorbidities, high blood pressure, you know, all the heart disease, things like that. She's had a medical crisis once where it involved her lungs, which has weakened her lungs. And so most of all, I don't want to bring home anything to my family. And so it's one of those things. I told my friend yesterday, I got to give it to God. I keep trying to bring it back, but every time I start letting all the questions that come to mind when I start thinking about it, every time I do that, I get super overwhelmed, super scared, and it's like just not a good place for me to be as far as in my mind. And so I just start making myself turn it off, give it to God, move on to something that's happier, because I get too anxious and nervous when I let myself think about all those things. I can't believe all these zits on my face. So, you know, a lot of times I'll go into a get ready with me and say, hey, you know, what you been doing? Did you go on vacation? What have you been doing? You know, and for the most part, what does anybody have to say? I mean, I know some people have traveled and done vacations and things like that, but most people that I know have just been at home. And so as for me, any of you that actually follow me like on Facebook or talk to me personally know that I am moving, or I have moved all my beauty stuff into my office. I finally got a ceiling fan in here, and that was the thing that was keeping me from doing it in this room, because this room is very hot. And you probably might hear my fan anyway. I still need my fan going. So I'm sorry if it's making a buzz, but usually if I put on some background music, it kind of takes care of that. So I will do that. I have to have the fan on, or my face will sweat off before I even get it put on. Boost. I didn't go to even a boost. So that's for Erica and for Lisa, and I can't remember. Oh, Krista. All my friends that always say, I love it when you go boost. I love it when you flip out your fan. This thing is actually trying to fall apart, but I'm not very careful or cautious, nor I don't take very good care of my stuff. When I'm filming, I throw stuff on the floor, and yeah. One of these days I need to take a picture, a before and after picture of myself, my vanity area before and after I film. You guys would just die if you saw how much stuff I just have strung everywhere. So I've been kind of just not allowing myself to think too much about school, but our theme is our happy place, and I was just having a hard time figuring it out. And so lately my happy place has been outside, because outdoors. I just get too tired of being in these four walls, and I go and sit outside. I get vitamin D, get some sun, and it just makes me feel better. And so I did, the theme is kind of like Hello Sunshine, and it's rainbows and suns and just bright colors, just a really nice place. And so the theme will be Hello Sunshine, and I can't remember, something with rainbows and raindrops, beautiful color, something or other. Anyways, that's what I ended up getting for my classroom, and I'm hoping that between my mom's surgery and my dad's, which my dad has a kidney stone, and so he's going to be having surgery on the 28th. Poor guy has been in pain, and I feel so bad for him. You know, he's always so healthy, so he's not used to having issues of any kind, but they're going to have to blast it so that it will come out. So as soon as my parents get done being in surgery, and as soon as my parents are well and back on their feet, then I will worry about getting my classroom ready. So all the drama is happening again this summer. It's like every summer there has to be a drama. What do you guys think about all that? I'm kind of over it. Like, I was over it the last time it happened. And I have to admit that I do buy into it a little bit because, you know, it's entertainment. But then, like, I'll feel guilty because I think it's sad that somebody else's, you know, misfortune or somebody else's most difficult time in life is entertainment for other people. Like I said, I've been using a lot of SPF, but I'm still getting new freckles. I'm for sure getting new freckles. But anyway, what's your opinion on all that stuff? I know everybody seems to have an opinion. You know, I can't overlook the stuff that Jeffrey has done. Like, I can't overlook all the racist stuff. I don't know if he still feels that way. I don't know if he's grown. He's so about saving face and looking like the, you know, the most fantastic, fabulous, rich guy, that I just don't see him taking responsibility for any of it, really, or moving on from it at all. It just, and to hear people say that he still talks that way isn't surprising. Not to me anyway. It's not surprising to me. But I'm just to the point where it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I've said before that I try to separate myself, or separate the person, the cosmetics from the person. But then it gets to the point where I just don't want to support somebody who is an ugly-hearted person. And so I just, you know, I don't want to support any of them, really, at this point. Any of the people that are involved in the drama. I mean, I was never a really big James Charles fan to begin with. And I was never really a big Tati fan to begin with. But I do, I guess out of all of them, probably have the most respect for her. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if she got dragged into this by other people, by the influence of other people, or if she's using that to save face. I don't think that anybody is innocent. I can't remember. I think it must have been my friend Erica that said everybody, you know, has something that they've done in this. Everybody, you know, nobody's innocent in this. But at this point, I just feel like kind of overall, in kind of a generalization, I really just don't want to support any of the influencers that are involved in the drama stuff. I just, you know, I'm to the point where I just don't want to anymore. I don't want to feed in or support into giving these people more of a reason to believe that they're invincible, or they're untouchable, or they're, you know what, doesn't stink. Like, you know, a lot of them seem that way. And then they get on here and bellyache about, you know, things happening in their multi-million-dollar homes, and they're just so over it because their air conditioner broke or this or that. And I'm just like, you know, I can't, you know, like Jeffrey says, can't relate. Well, I can't relate because I'm sitting in, you know, Podunk, Oklahoma, trying to figure out how I'm going to cope with the fact that I'm going back to school and am at risk, and putting my family at risk, and my kids being at risk. Like, those are the things that I'm thinking about. And, you know, I can't, if my air conditioner breaks, I can't just call somebody and know for sure that I'm going to have the money to pay for it. And I feel like when you get to the point financially where if your, you know, air conditioner breaks or you have a big leak, you just have somebody come and fix it, even if it's $10,000. Like, I just, it's like, where is the gratefulness that you have the means to take care of it? Trying to get all the foundation out of the crevices. But anyway, I really am over all of it. And I know a lot of people go and follow it on, you know, social media, Instagram and all those things. I really don't. If somebody points something out to me or sends me a video, I'll go look at it. But I don't spend all my time thinking about it, and it's like so far removed from my real life. I know most people like this because it is so far removed from their real life, but it's so far removed from my real life that it's like I got other things to be thinking about, worrying about, that occupy my mind much more than what flippin' Jeffree Star's doing. So I guess that's my opinion on that. I kind of meant to put some concealer on all the visitor Zet nasty mean guys that are on my face. So rude. But I forgot. But this one on my neck, I don't like that. So I'm going to try this color. Put a little dot there and try to at least conceal a little bit. We'll see. Can you see it? I can see it. So lately, like I said, I really put a bunch of sunscreen on my face, and my face is always lighter than the rest of me, my chest and neck. And so I've been going a little bit heavier with bronzer these days. I'll go in first and kind of contour with this, and then I'll go in with the lighter, less pigmented, better bronzer and blend it all out. But I have been so undisciplined with eating. I go from wanting to eat a bunch of junk to not wanting to eat at all to making myself eat, and then I get vegetables from my dad's garden, and then I get all gung-ho about that again, but that's all I want to eat. And then I start feeling weak, like I need protein, and you know, then I'll be super hungry and all I want is Doritos. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm sitting here and I'm watching my rear end grow, my double chins grow, and it's like I can't even muster the energy to even think about it because I can't go to the gym. I'm kind of limited. Oops, I'm probably completely blocking myself out here. I'm super limited to what's available in the grocery store. There's like lots of limits right now on things you can get. And so, I don't know. It's probably laziness and it's probably excuses, but I have really fallen off the diet wagon. This piece of hair right here that's sticking out the side of my head is making me a crazy person. Let's see if that helps. So I really miss going to the gym, and I really miss just, like, obviously I could go out and just walk in my neighborhood, but for me, it's like I have so many physical issues that walking on anything that's super hard, like concrete, just does such bad things to my body. That's the reason why I love to go to the gym so much, because it's, you know, a treadmill that is padded, the surface is padded, and it just makes it so comfortable. So, not not really excuses, but I'm not doing very good in that respect. Not doing good. I've been loving glowy things. So I'm going to get back into my beauty bakery here because I made myself stop using it for a little while because I was only using it. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty, all of them. And they just give a pretty color and a nice little glow. And then I just add a little bit of a lighter highlight to it. And wow, it's gorgeous. And most of the time I just mix these. I'm mixing Sip Sip Hooray and No Champagne, No Gain together. You know, I bought this magnified mirror a long time ago, and I love it, I guess, for up close eye, but I just keep finding myself grabbing these hand mirrors because I feel like I can't see. And I used to lean over all the time because I had this big mirror on here, but because I really want that room back on my vanity to actually have stuff on my vanity that needs to be there instead of just for a mirror, I just have to use my Slay All Day mirror instead. I still love Mary Luminizer so much. It's just such a pretty subtle highlight. I mean, you can definitely see that it's there, but it's not obnoxious. So guys, I have stopped buying makeup entirely. Just, I guess when you kind of have to pack it up to move it to another room, or you go through it and you see how much is there and you see how many you're neglecting, it's like, man, I have all this pretty stuff that I'm not touching. And so for me, right now, I'm totally okay with not buying. And I had all these boxy charms and boxy pop-up and boxy add-ons and all these things that I was adding on. When it all came in and I put it all together on my bed, I was like, holy cow, I've got so much skincare, I could never use it. Like, I could never use it before it goes bad. And of course I leave it closed, but I can never use it before it goes bad. So I have experienced a little bit of the fear of missing out. One of the things that I regret is that I didn't buy the Raw Beauty Christie collab with Pure, which I really would have loved to, but you know, I'm not the hugest fan of Pure. And there's really nothing on there, aside from the fact that it's Christie, that I don't already have. And so it's like, I'm super happy for her. I'm glad that it's been successful for her. I prayed for that for her, and I'm super glad at all the beautiful things that are happening to her right now, because she deserves it. I'm a big believer in you work hard, you treat people right, you try to be a decent human being, and be willing to be authentic and genuine, and, you know, bear yourself for the world. And I think that eventually you'll be rewarded for it. And the fact that she's going to have a baby, the fact that they got a new home, her collab with Pure, like all the things are coming together, and I'm so happy for her, because I'm so tired of really good things and really good opportunities going to really crappy human beings. I'm still sweating, so I'll use my little beauty blender to sop it up in hopes that it will not jack with my foundation. But yeah, I want good things to happen to those people that are good human beings, who treat other people well, who aren't selfish, self-serving people. You know, it's like, happy. I am always happy when the underdog finally comes in first. And I feel like she's been around a long time. She's put in her years. She's paid her dues, and she deserves success. But so do I. I am going to go off camera to do my eyebrows because it takes a long time. And when I do them, they just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And nobody got time for that. So I'll be back. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so I don't forget when I come back. So welcome to my face. So it's been interesting. I'm back, by the way, if you didn't notice that I was sitting here. I'm back. Welcome back to my face. What was I gonna say? So I haven't been buying makeup, so I need to live vicariously through you guys. So I would like for you to tell me in the comment section what you bought recently. If those of you who bought the Raw Beauty Kristi collab, if you've gotten it, I don't know if they've already been shipped out or if the reviews that I'm seeing are PR. Most people have said that they are PR. I watched Robert Welsh. I watched Annette's Beauty Corner. I watched Angela Bright. And, you know, just people that I respect their opinion. And they've been rather complimentary. A couple people haven't liked it, but most have been rather complimentary. I'm just going to be pulling from various palettes. I think I'll start with Friendication. Speaking of Raw Beauty Kristi, like I said, I want to try the black winged eyeliner with colored eyeshadow over it to make it colorful. But I really like the neutrals in this Friendication palette, so that's what I'm going to be using for most of the beginning foundational work. One thing that's been cool about moving my collection into a different room is that I'm really looking at everything again. And I need to bring this down a little bit. You guys, it is not easy to get your camera in the right place. Make sure that you're not in that spot where everything gets blurry from movement. So I'm just doing the best I can. But I'm just going to start with a real neutral eye look. Nice and blended and layered colors of neutrals, and go from there. But anyways, I really want to know who got the Raw Beauty Kristi thing. I want to know of the things that you've bought recently, what's your favorite. Let me live vicariously through you. I am very much enjoying returning to some of the palettes that I've had for a long time. Hence this Friendication that I didn't give very much love to, that I am using. So I'm so about using my collection right now. Like, I just want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. And I've been saying this for years. You guys know that. I've been saying this for a long time. And I have been doing it. But as I go through my collection and as I do my eyeshadow collection on film, I just really keep finding palettes that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Why am I not using that? And the reason I'm not using that is because I'm always on to the next new thing. Well, if there's not a next new thing, well, eventually you start using some of these and it's fun. And also, I also find out the ones that I have, like, so many of the same color stories of the same thing. And there are some that I can let go of and bless other people with them. And so I've been doing some of that. I do have one subscription left, which is the Lashy Box. I'm going to be using some of those lashes today. I'm trying to get the July one filmed, but it's just been a, half here, half in my other room. It's just been hard to film without this setup, and I feel like I'm pretty well set up now because I've gotten ready in here a couple times, and as you get ready you're like, okay, I gotta go over here and get that. Oh, it's in the other room. And it's so funny because I'm so accustomed to everything being in my bedroom that every time I need sunscreen or lip balm or whatever, I keep finding myself going to the other room instead of this one. But I'm starting to figure out that I need to come here instead. It's so funny how you just change one thing and it just changes so much of things that are just like second nature, things that you just always do. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of a warmer color here. I've been watching a few people that I haven't watched in a long time, like Bailey Sarian. I love her true crime murder and makeup thing where she just she sits there and does her makeup and tells a story. It's so interesting. And I love forensic shows and unsolved mysteries and 2020, you know, Dateline type shows. So this conversation has been kind of like my brain all over the place. I go from one subject to the next subject and then squirrel! Squirrel! Shiny! And off I go. But anyways, as far as this eye look is concerned, I really just wanted to keep all the colors neutral and then go in with really bright colors for the eyeliner part. Because I just thought that was so neat the way she did that, and I've just never even thought about putting eyeshadow over eyeliner as far as liquid eyeliner. So parents out there, what are you gonna do about your kids' schooling? I know some of the people that I've talked to are gonna keep their kids home and homeschool. Other people that I know are going to be sending their kids. I know they're having like a school board meeting today, and they were discussing potentially delaying the start of the school year. I personally would be more comfortable with that, only because it would give more time for it to start coming, the numbers to start coming back down again. But on the other side of it, my district has never been anything but cognizant of our needs, our safety, the best for us, the best for the kids. And so I trust their judgment. But I just I'm curious about what you guys think about all that. I think I'm going to take a white shade and go on my inner area because I just want that to be really bright so that whenever the eyeliner comes along, you can really see it. But I don't really want that to be shimmery, but I am going to do an inner corner shimmer. But I just think I'm going to put white on this part. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to take a combination of the lighter colors and go along my lower lash line with it. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to go in with the darkest color, and then I'm going to blend that out with the two lighter colors. When I get into the eyeshadow part, I have a hard time talking, so bear with me. Probably two-thirds of the way across. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go do my winged eyeliner off camera. So this isn't an hour long, which it might be anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back and we'll do this little spearmint. Alright folks, I am back. I made them really big. I think I'm going to start on the outer and go into the inner. I have these two tiny angled brushes. I'm going to try the tiny one, which is the Sigma winged eyeliner brush, which I think will be the best, but I've also got this crown angle liner brush, which is also very narrow, so we'll give it a roll. But I think I'm going to start with purple with a lavender. I kind of want to have a, not a pastel, but a pigmented, pretty lighter color. So I'm going to start with purple on the outer here, see how it goes. To me it looks white. So I don't think I like that. Maybe I'll try a, I never thought about doing a shimmer, but maybe a darker purple. Huh, that's not really showing up either. Not really. I'm going to go in with the purple over here without the lighter color underneath it. That's showing up better. That's showing up a little bit better. So I'm going to go in and put some black back over this. And we'll try again. Also have a bunch of fallout. So I guess I better start tapping. Okay, that's working better, and it's building too, so I'm going to go back over here and build it up a little. Alright, now I'm going to go in with pink. I'm going to have to find a shimmery aqua color. I wanted purple, pink, and aqua. So I'm going to go in with a really bright pink that's a shimmer. Alright, found an aqua color, so I'm going to go in with that all the way to the inner. I'm going to try something just for the sake of this potentially working better the next time. I'm going to use my other angled brush and put a little bit of glitter glue on that line and see if that will make it adhere. It just seems like it doesn't want to stick. And since the purple doesn't look great, that's where I'm going to do it. I think that made it a little bit more vibrant, so I'm going to do that on the other side too. I think that helped, and I think that the green looks fine, but I think the pink needs some help, so I'm going to do a little bit of the glue on the pink area. Yeah, I think that helped a lot actually. Okay, I feel like I need to bring you guys in closer for you to really see the colors on the eyeliner. Alright, I'm going to go put on my lashes and I will be back. Okay, I am back. These are the Jamaica lashes by Lashy Box, and I will be having a July unboxing with all 4 pair eventually, but I just took a clip for that. So this is what we got, folks. I don't know if the eyelashes cover up the color, but I think they're showing, I think it's showing some. So I'm going to scoot you back here and we're going to do a lip. In my mind I thought, let me bring it up a little. In my mind I thought Rodeo Drive by Gerard and Melrose Place for the lip liner. Alright, for the lippy I'm going to use Melrose Place by Gerard Cosmetics and Rodeo Drive by Gerard Cosmetics. Alright folks, I'm going to lock this in with, since I'm going to be outside in the hot heat today, I'm going to use my All Nighter by Urban Decay. I lied because I forgot that I put Gerard Cosmetics Green Tea Slay All Day spray in there. It smells delicious. Okay, so that works just as good. Beast! Alright guys, I'm going to go get changed and I'll be back to wrap things up. Alright guys, I am back. This is the finished look. I think it turned out pretty cool. I think the next time I do this, I will definitely use glitter glue right from the beginning so that it will be very nice and vibrant. But hopefully you can see that I have colored eyeliner. It is very subtle, which I think is cool because you have something neat going on your eye, and only somebody who's really up close and personal is going to be able to see it. So that's kind of cool. So I was sitting here on Polo with my friend Lisa Marjorie, and I asked her if I should do glamour shots, and she said yes. So I'm going to do them in 3, 2, and 1.
Baby, you driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me trying to stay sober. Wanted your love and I'm out here hungover. You made me wanna take you to London, Paris. Times were cherished, no comparing to you. Don't need Keisha, Karen, don't want Megan, Sharon. Girl, I swear that it ain't fair. It ain't fair that all the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Yeah, all the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Girl, you know you cute. 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 Yeah.
You're a pretty girl, stuck in a pretty bad world. Oh, you got the nerve, wearing that skirt up and grabbing your curves. If you ask me, you got that drip chocolate factory. All of these chicks coming at me, but none of these girls compare to you. Paris, make some times we'll cherish.
All right, folks, that is it for me. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me, chit-chatting, getting caught up, and watching me try something different with my eyes. I like the way it turned out. I think it's really pretty. So thank you, Raw Beauty Christy, for the inspo. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that cute little notification bell because you don't want to miss any of your girl. You don't. But until next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys. Cupid, drop back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly. Of course I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna be able to flip and find it. There it is. Straight to my lover's heart for me. Okay guys, I am back. I am wearing the Jamaica lashes from Lashy Box. I'll be having an...
Would you please stop that?
No, I will not stop that. Now stop talking. Baby, you drive me wild, drive me so crazy. No. I really need to learn the words if I'm gonna do this. Okay, here I go. Baby, drive me wild, drive me so crazy. You guys are gonna get sick of that.